Hello, my love bugs. Welcome to Be Your Tarot. As promised, I told you we are going back to the celebrities. Okay, so it's been a lot of chatter going on about Cathy White, Blue Ivy, Beyonce, JayZ. So we're going to get into that. We will also be using the Urban Air video. I'll be using that under Fair Use, Section 107. Go check out the channel. It's called The Urban Air. TheUrbanoire. Go check out their channel. It's very, very informative. So let's get started. Um, Now you know if I covered the diddler, you know I was going to cover JayZ and his scandal. You can't do one without the other, and it's kind of ironic that there's so many pictures out there of those two, and a lot of those pictures, have been scrubbed off the internet. But you can only scrub but so much. But now JayZ is really, really, really trying to remove himself from Diddy. If you didn't do anything illegal, or you didn't do anything scandalous, or if you didn't do the things that you allegedly did, why is there so much scrubbing going on? Okay? But remember, everything done in the dark always comes to the light. So first, what we're going to do, wait a minute, let me start here. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you are not subscribed, I ask you please and thank you. I also ask you to hit that like button or hit the dislike button. That's your opinion. You're either going to like it or you're not, but it's free, my loves. It's not going to cost you a thing, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, this reading is for insane purposes only. Everything is alleged, and metaphysical science cannot be proven as of yet. If you want to support, if you would like to email me, look in the description below. You will have all that information. All right, so we're going to start with the True Crime Oracle. Okay? And before I start playing that video, but let's see the energy using the True Crime Oracle. I already playing the cards. And remember, when you're watching these videos, make sure you protect yourself at all times. Let me see the spirit. Show me the energy around JayZ. Because we know. You see what popped out. So I will say, allegedly, it's funny how I was talking about things being scrubbed, those pictures from those parties. Gifts. I'll explain each card as I'm done. Here's the energy around JayZ, Beyonce, Cathy White. There's that. Are we really surprised? And you know what? It's crazy that party, drug, poison comes underneath party, right? Again, this is Beyonce, JayZ, Diddy, Cathy White. There will be a few videos that I will be putting out this week on that whole situation, but let's see the energy track. And I'm picking up Cathy White's energy. And one more card. Desert, and then comes up underneath that. So it was alien, desert, female. Okay. So let me tell you what I'm spiritually picking up. Just starting this video off. Okay? So at those parties, it was a lot of drugs, and poison. And I'm picking up that it was a lot of people poisoned at those parties. The poison was used to alter their minds to make sure that they could control them. I'm picking up younger people, a lot of younger people, and a lot of big industry people. Now remember, when if you notice, when the bigger higher ups that we don't see, the people that they don't talk about, when they feel like the block is getting too hot towards them, then these bigger celebrities start getting exposed and they start, going to jail, start catching heavy cases. They have to do that, right? To keep the attention off of them and remove these people away from them. Hence, Diddy, R. Kelly, JayZ, and there will be many, many, many more as time goes. Okay? Now, with this and this card, gifts and traps, I'm picking up um Cathy likes energy. I feel like I feel like spiritually he showered her with gifts, a lot of gifts. And when she knew that things wasn't right and when she knew that it was time to get out, that it was too late. It was way too late. Now there will be a lot of questions because like I said, I will be using the Urban Ears video to get through a lot of the questions. But it was like you see how the dog is just looking through the gates. It's like I hear trapped. She was trapped in hell. Now, was she gonna speak? She absolutely was. She absolutely was. Now they're tying Blue Ivy to her. Allegedly, at the time, Cathy White was pregnant with. I have to say alleged, my loves, because I was not there. No matter what, I have to cover myself at all times. But remember, allegedly, they said that Cathy White was pregnant with JayZ's baby, right? So when I pick up aliens, right, I pick up more of MK Ultra. A lot of these celebrities are are there physical aliens walking on this earth? Nobody can tell me there isn't, and the government has already confirmed that it is, right? But they with that card, I'm picking up more of MK Ultra. They do use that on all of the celebrities, okay? Because they have to control them. Now, if you notice, the ones who are able to break it are the ones who are mentally unstable, unfortunately. It's not really, when somebody's mind isn't mentally stable, it's hard to confine them or keep them trapped under anything. Keep this all in mind as we're going forward, right? Don't be surprised with the desert if you see the Carter family taking, look at that, taking a vacation, dropping out and going to the desert, Dubai, um, Saudi. I feel like they have ties in it too. Look, that female, Beyonce. And we're going to get into Beyonce's energy also because what I pick up from Beyonce, she has to stand by her man because she's been with him for so long. And we're also going to get into a reading about Miss Beyonce and her age. If you remember, 2008, it was a video done by another channel. I will shout her out in a minute, but it was another channel put out, and this woman was very, very detailed, very descriptive, and she did it from point A to point B and broke everything down, right? But in 2008, um, Gabrielle Union had said that Beyonce went to school. They went to the same hairdresser. Now we know that Gabrielle, I believe she's like 51, maybe 52 by now. I believe Gabrielle Union was born in 1971 because allegedly they're saying that Beyonce was born in 1974. Do I believe myself she was born in 1981? Absolutely not. I do not believe that Beyonce is a year younger than me. Absolutely not. Just by certain things that she does. And, if you know, you know. Okay. So now let's go into the energy of I have the relationship oracle deck. Let's go into the energy around Beyonce and JayZ's marriage. Now, this is the energy around the whole situation. Age issues. Y'all see that? Age issues. Wait a minute, let me roll this up a little bit. So you can see the card. Age issues. Beyonce age is coming up in question. Again, listen, can't make that up. I'm not surprised that it came out. Staying stuck was the next card that came out with Beyonce and JayZ. And let's see what else there is energy around Beyonce, JayZ. Okay. That's vulnerable. Now, again, this is the energy around the Carters. Not talking. Eye candy. Being a victim. Not my type. All right, so let's go into age issues, right? You feel too old or young to date or have issues with your partner's age. So let me say this. This is the energy circling around. So Spirit is already coming out the box saying, listen, there is things that is not being truthful about that age, right? I do allege myself. Let me say I had to remove myself spiritually because I do believe that Beyonce is not that far from JayZ's age. I don't feel like she was 16. Now, does he like younger women? Absolutely. But I don't feel like they have that huge gap spiritually. I do not pick it up at all. I do pick up spiritually that they are closer in age. With staying stuck, I feel like she feels like she's stuck. She has to stay by her man. She's been doing this since what is that song? Crazy in Love. When they did that, which call, and it also says you keep repeating old patterns. It's time to try something new. She wants to try something new, but she has to stay by her man. Also, she has been groomed. Certain things that they do in the industry, we are not privy of. Also, they do. And I've told you this, everybody who has been with me for a while. Yes, they do have these celebrities say that they are younger than what they are. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I have been around people, and um, I'll just say I know that they are asked to say that they're younger than what they are. And some go with it, some do not. All right. Vulnerable. With the vulnerable energy, it's like Beyonce feels naked, like her clothes. It's almost like I didn't do anything. And you put me in this state. You put me in this position. Why couldn't you do your stuff more discreet? We know that, it is a lot of predatory behavior in the industry. And it's like, now you embarrass me. I worked so hard, but I cannot walk away from you. You, not only do you have myself vulnerable, look at our children. Our children are being involved in this. The situation with Cathy White is now being re-brought up. You cannot experience true intimacy unless you open your heart and be yourself. And especially with age issues and vulnerable and stuck, that all goes together, right? Because listen, she cannot allegedly, if Beyonce, because I had to say alleged to cover myself, if Beyonce is older, right, than what she's saying she is stuck also because she can't stay. And then she cannot experience true intimacy and be open or open her heart and herself because there was we're going to say tall tales that was told a long time ago, and she doesn't want to come and recant. But let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that will be angry that I'll pick it up because there was lies, but you got to look at it like this. At that time, even this time now, the music industry has to, um, they're trying to sell certain albums or, push certain celebrities to certain generations, certain people. So they have to make this person or these persons be or look to be the age of whatever they're trying to push. Keep that in mind also, okay? Not talking. I feel like, and I do pick up spiritually that Beyonce and JayZ are not talking. How everybody thinks, I feel a lot of chaos, I feel a lot of confusion with that. You aren't communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. And I pick up that is Beyonce's energy. I also pick up fear because it's more of, you know, like I helped you. And now that I'm in this position, I feel like JayZ is going to play more of the victim. So she can't even really speak what she wants to speak or say what she wants to say because of the backlash. Now we know that Beyonce does not speak publicly too much. She speaks a lot in her music. A lot of her heartbreak, a lot of the truth are in those lyrics of that music. A lot of people just sing because, it sounds good. But start listening to the lyrics, start reading the lyrics. A lot of the truths are in there. I'm picking that up too. Beyonce, a choice for him. Beyonce was also eye candy at that time. Beautiful, young, vibrant. She's just popping out. I'm not picking up right now. She's the eye candy, and he also likes eye candy, which is picking up younger energy, younger female energy. JayZ likes to intertwine with beauty phage. Choose someone for their inner beauty and their personality. I feel like he did not pick her for her inner beauty. He picked her for her outer beauty and what she could do for him and help him. I feel like they were spiritually. They aligned those two for success. I will stand on it. Spiritually, that JayZ is his wife's handler. Let's just call a spade a spade. There we go. Victim and vulnerable. Being a victim. Now, a lot of people are looking at it like, okay, if she was born in 1981, that's saying that you two were dating when you were 16 and allegedly he was in his mid 20s. Also, listen to being a victim. You feel helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want. And that is true. Beyonce, you can change whenever you want, but you're stuck. You're stuck in that big machine. And I also pick up the energy. Like I always wanted stardom. I always wanted people singing my songs. I always wanted people to see me. I love how my people love me. But this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up for. I also pick up the energy of that this went too far. It went too far, and now there's no way how to climb out the hole, or she can't figure out how to climb out the hole. I do feel like that she is under alleged. I have to say this again. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged, and metaphysical science cannot be proven as of yet. I do pick up that there are a lot of being used, okay, to try to get away, to stay away from the things that's seen, the things that's known, the thing that's heard, that she knows. It helps her stay out of reality, also, right? Now, with Not My Type, don't be surprised. This is like a double edged sword, okay? Now I pick up this is more of when the trial starts going on and because they will call in what is called the grand jury. If you think that JayZ is not going to have a grand jury, oh baby, he's going to have one too. Because just like R. Kelly's went down, just like the Diddler's going down, JayZ's going to go down. Like I said, it's going to be many of them too. But I feel like this that's not my type. That's not what I go for. Look at the young man who is still trying to get the DNA test done from JayZ. Allegedly, his mother was young too. His mother was allegedly young too. Be open to different types of people because they may be surprised who you find. And I felt like this is more of JayZ's energy. He looked at a lot of people as also like, no, that's not my type. I also pick up at the time he looked at Beyonce like, yeah, she's beautiful, but that's just not what I want right now. But I feel like the higher ups told him, because remember, these cards don't hit for no reason. Spirit tells the story, you just gotta listen. I feel like the higher ups said, listen, sometimes you have to be open. What you're seeing right now, we're going to mold it different in the long run. Listen, people, you're going to mold it in the long run. You're going to. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let that come out. But just know it's a lot of MK Ultra going on. It's a lot of partying. It's a lot of partying coming out. A lot of speaks of the gifts. Also, I pick up with the gifts when women are younger and you lavish them with gifts. They're like, "Oh, he loves me," but it's the gender to get what they actually want. You know, JayZ goes after women, the ones that he has behind the scenes. And I feel like it's going to be a lot of women coming up further where you're like, wait a minute, that woman, look at his wife. Because that's going to be how they use you to doubt that he even dealt with these women or was even in the situation because the appearance of these women now. Also, I know I'm jumping around, but just stick with me. We're already 22 minutes in, so let's get to the urban air. Listen to this. Now, if you want to go to the video is called Beyonce Knows Cathy White's Truth. Blue Ivy is Cathy White's child. That is the title of the video of the urban air. Again, go check it out. Those are some wonderful videos over there. Very informative. Because it looks like Beyonce is not the innocent girl that we thought she was. Because she just got exposed for allegedly ordering JayZ to unalive his infamous pregnant mistress, Cathy White. All this comes after Jaguar Wright's recent interview, which. All right, so let's stop it right there. So we're jumping straight into it. So allegedly, they're portraying that, yeah, they're saying allegedly that Beyonce is the one that called for Cathy White to be unalive. Now, if you surf the internet, it will be um, a lot of videos that tell you that she was very enraged. Again, the answers are in the music. Just listen. It won't tell you exactly who it is, but it will lead you. So let's see if Beyonce had anything to do with the unalignment of Miss Cathy White. Ooh. All right, so let me tell you this. The Page of Wands comes in reverse. Stand your ground. So this is what I'm going to say. With the Page of Wands that came out first. At first, right? With the Page of Wands, this is somebody who is heartbroken. This is somebody who is discouraged. Cathy White was a what? An obstacle. And she's like, listen, I have to be protective and defensive of my man. You're a challenge. I have to hold my own. I'm not taking a high road with this one, but I have to maintain control, and I will be territorial over my husband. And ultimately, she stood her ground and allegedly, but it wasn't. I'll put it to you like this: it wasn't all on her back, but did her words allegedly have something to do with Miss Cathy White not being here anymore? Allegedly, I'm going to say yes. Again, look at the cards. The Page of Wands, right? This is somebody who sees somebody as an obstacle. JayZ has broke her heart, right? He's insensitive. This has jumped out. People know about it. Embarrassing. Um, you say a lot of things out of anger, but you also have to stand your ground. So the message is out there. If you think you're going to play with mine, this is what's going to continue to happen to the rest of you who play with my husband, or you think you're going to step on my feet. Okay? You heard what I said. If you think you're going to play with my husband or step on my feet, this is a message. A message had to be sent out also. So let's get that clear too. That's what I'm picking up. All right, so let's go back into the video, my loves.
She went in on Beyonce and spilled the tea about what Beyonce and Jay did to Cathy. According to Jaguar, not only did Beyonce make Jay take Cathy out, but she allegedly took out the baby Cathy was carrying out of her before taking her out. And that baby is none other than Blue Ivy. Yeah.
All right, so Jaguar Wright is always talking, and it's crazy. None of them sue her. None of them sue her. If she's such a liar, a lot of them can get her on defamation of character, right? If she's lying, if she told so many lies that she doesn't know anything, why hasn't this woman been sued yet? Come on, people, let's think logically. Why hasn't Jaguar been sued logically? It must be some truth. Now, I am picking up that it is some secondhand information that Jaguar is getting. She is getting information from other people who know or were there, right? And I do pick up spiritually that they do know who has been putting out that information. But a lot of people are what they call untouchables. I keep on hearing untouchables. So I don't know what. I guess these people cannot be touched, or if they're touched, you know how everything has been tying up and crossing up all their T's and dotting up their I's. It could be trailed back. Okay, but I'm just keep on picking up untouchables. Why? It's always a method to spirit's madness. But let's see. Does Jack Barright really know the story about what happened? Is there any truth, Spirit, to what Jack Barr is saying about what happened to Miss Cathy White? All right, so the Empress. The Empress, now this is crazy. This is everything, as Beloved would say. Ivy, read it. Read it, take all the cards, because usually when a lot of cards jump, I get overwhelmed. Because it tells a lot, right? So let me tell you, what I'm picking up is some fabrications in Jaguar's story. That's why it's a lot of yeses and a lot of nos. But with the Empress, let's just start with the Empress, right? Insecurity of the Empress being pregnant. These two of cups, this is the partnership. This is the love. This is the Carters, Beyonce and JayZ, right? I feel like that situation with the Knight of Wands was made quick and hasty, right? Because of their sexual adventures. Was there, wait a minute, we gotta stop. I had to remember that. So, does was Jaguar right speaking truth? Absolutely. And at that time, with the Nine of Swords, that's about somebody's fear, about the truth getting out, negativity, unhappiness. This is at a time where Beyonce's career is like stardom. It's up there. She got the Beehive. She got everybody. Like she was mentally anguished allegedly. It was a lot of, also I'm picking up regret on his side. She didn't like the gossiping. She already knew that people knew, but also with the Knight of Wands, remember it was somebody, negotiators, debaters, sportsmen, competitors. This is of the person that was going to do that article with Cathy White. They couldn't get that news out. They had to stop her from speaking. That's where the devil jumps in. Remember, the Empress is the fertility card, right? You can't let a baby come out. Now, again, does Jaguar, was she there? Was she? No, absolutely not. I'm picking up this as secondhand. This was told to her uh, by somebody that knows what they know, and whatever they told her about this situation, it was true. This person was in a room somewhere they wasn't supposed to be at the time, but this person wasn't seen or heard. You know how you sometimes you walk in or you're in a building. I see a building and people are having a conversations and they don't hear or see you, and you back your behind up and you get up out of it because you done heard or you know something that you're not supposed to know. This is that person that carried the information to Jaguar. I'm also picking up this has been going around the industry for quite some time. We are new to it, but they are not, right? The devil. The devil card is that signifying, they're trying to pay Jaguar out because we know that she does have mental issues. She has been, she said it herself. Let's make that clear. She has said it herself. So that's why the devil card comes out there. Also with the devil, that they try to discredit um, Jaguar in a lot of ways. But does this woman have the information? Absolutely. But the information that she's given, it's secondhand. She was not there herself physically. Let me make that very clear. But allegedly, the woman is not lying. Jaguar is telling the truth. Now, so let's see. Allegedly, was Cathy White Spirit? Was Cathy White pregnant with blue? Was Cathy White pregnant? She is a burden. She was a burden. Look, mm-mm. So let me tell you something. Let me say this at the time. I feel like this is smoke and mirrors. Let's bring uh, Blue Ivy into this situation. Spiritually, I was about to ask, is Blue Ivy Cathy White's child, right? So let me say this. To the King of Pentacles, right? This is Cathy White. She was the burden to the security. The King of Pentacles is this man who is mature. He's grounded. He's very successful. She's an issue. She's an issue. She's bringing problems. She's putting weight on his shoulders. You know the affair is going on too many years. He was sloppy. But am I picking up that Cathy White is Blue Ivy's mom? No, no. Spiritually, no, no. Is he allegedly responsible for Cathy White not being here any longer? I'm going to say absolutely yes. Allegedly. because this man is too preoccupied about building an empire at this time, managing his money, getting his things together, being a responsible person. And he did not need the burden or the stresses in his life. And also, he's out here making his wife look bad. And this woman is the queen, right? But as far as Jaguar, I'm going to say she didn't firsthand know it. It was somebody bought her a bone and she carried it, allegedly.
Y'all heard that right. Apparently, Beyonce faked her pregnancy while Cathy was carrying Blue. And as soon as it was time for Cathy to push that.
Now, let's stop that right there too. Let's talk about that pregnancy. I believe it was like a reddish orange or orange dress that Beyonce had on when she did that interview. To all my ladies who have had a baby, had a pregnant friend, been around their mothers, etc. Your belly does not collapse when you go to sit down. And most pregnant women, the way go to that video and look at the way she sat down. Most women do not, when they're that pregnant, they do not bend over and hunch to sit down. They more lean with it, rock with it to the back, and slide their behind back in that chair. Okay? Did Beyonce physically carry Blue Ivy? Did Beyonce physically carry Blue Ivy? Hmm. Let me tell you something. Listen, she is at the height of her career at that time, right? It is not time for her to mess up her body and have a child. She cannot do that right now. But she wanted to make her marriage look stronger and be stronger. Via surrogate, is Blue Ivy via surrogate? Absolutely. Spiritually, was it Cathy White's baby? Allegedly? No. But to make them look better and look stronger as a union, they had to come up with that. Yep. A new beginning. Look, the Ace of Cups. Scandal, scandal, scandal. And they also knew that the outpouring of love would cover up, the situation that happened with Cathy White. And also, everybody would be so excited. And that story will be snuffed out about the mistress being unalive, XYZ, ABC. But allegedly is Blue Ivy, um, Cathy White's daughter. Eh, I'm not picking it up.
That baby out, Jay unalived Cathy and handed the baby over to Beyonce. Child, this some sort of demonic mess. Jaguar is not letting up on Beyonce, and she even came through with receipts to prove what she was saying, because she knew folks would call her crazy before even hearing what she had to say. Let's get right into this mess, because there's a lot to get into here. Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know who Cathy was, she was JayZ's alleged mistress, and she died just a few days after it was reported she was about to go public with her relationship with Jay. All this came to light when the very popular journalist Liz Cronin jumped on Twitter to expose Jay of being behind Cathy's death.
Now remember, I said it was also allegedly said that Cathy had called JayZ and told him that she was going to do that interview with the reporter. So let's check into that. Did Cathy call? Yep. And the pages spread news. It's about news, about things that's going on, right? So she's like, listen, I'm not going to hide it. I am going to tell everybody what's going on. Look, here go the Ten of Wands again. I'm tired. It's beating a dead horse with you, and I will not be your secret anymore. It's like beating a dead horse with you. She's thinking that she's thinking wisely, right? And she wants to take control of her life because she feels like JayZ has control. But she did allegedly tell him that she was going to tell the reporter, and unfortunately, you know what happens next. But wow.
What made this allegation even more disturbing is that back in 2017, she had to put up a tweet accusing him of taking Cathy out, but nobody took her seriously. At the time, when Kanye West says JayZ has, I believe he's talking about the people who Cathy White. Please don't sit around our head.
Now remember, Kanye did do that concert and he said, please don't sentiment my head. Kanye even knew the things that JayZ was, I have to say alleged, my loves, to cover my behind, but Kanye even knew the things that JayZ was doing allegedly. And if this is somebody who was close and it was his friend and they was cool right up until he married Kim, because he was suspended once he married Kim because they was not feeling it. But once he married Kim, it was like you tarnish the brand. You gotta go. But if this man would say that, and then right after that, Kanye started being put in mental hospitals. The whole man's life had changed. Right? It's too many people that have been with JayZ. Look what he did to Dame Dash. That was his right hand man. Dame Dash helped him build. That's his partner. They built their they built that together. Rockefeller. And look what he did to his partner. If you'll do that to Dame Dash, who won't you cut out to get what you want? Okay? It's a lot of things that people don't look, and it's also like I was just thinking it, but I didn't say it. Like, did he say that did Kanye say that live on stage, right? To not only make people aware, like he might, this is out of my control. This man is tactless. He's hurt at this time also with the Knight of Swords, and I have upset him. But let me tell people, don't send nobody at my head. Kanye was like, listen, that was also a warning before the storm. Let me tell you that if something happens, JayZ did it, allegedly, or somebody in JayZ's camp did it to hurt me or XYZ. I'm picking up that Kanye still, like, listen, mm-mm. And don't be surprised if Kanye start um, telling a lot more. But let's get down to the whole Cathy White and that whole situation. Mm-mm. Just get to the bottom of that. Allegedly, no, that was not her baby, and I just felt like this is um, a smoke and mirrors, like with the Ace of Wands. You see how the Ace of Wands is holding up there. Well, I'm not even going to tell y'all, but it's just another story to throw out there to throw you off of the real truth. That's what I'll say about that. But is Blue Ivy allegedly Cathy White's? No. Mm-mm. I'm gonna have to say no. Do we know that there's issues in that marriage? Absolutely. But I'm going to stop there right there because we're already 43 minutes into this reading, my loves. Listen, please like, comment, share, subscribe, smash that thumbs up. I send love and light to all of you. Again, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors out here. Don't believe everything you see and you hear. They have to do certain things, right? They have to do publicity stunts and rehash old things. So when the true stories come out, it'll keep your mind clouded to what's going on, the real truth to what's going on. A lot of things are smoke and mirrors with these situations, but it's a lot of the truth also being thrown out there. But allegedly, is Miss Cathy White's is Blue Ivy her daughter? I'm gonna say no. You already see what's the problem. I explained that. The next video that I will cover is we're gonna go into Gabrielle Union Gabrielle Union in her 2008 interview after her and Beyonce did Cadillac Records, right? I will cover that tomorrow. But let me go to something real quick and I'll tell you who to go to watch the full video. Since day one, this is her channel right here. Go to her channel. It's called Since Day One. Since Day One. It is a video that she just did about 2 days ago. And it breaks it down. Now, you know, I stop and I start videos, but if you want to see it uninterrupted before I cover that video, go watch it before tomorrow and you'll understand everything that I'm covering. But we are going to get into Beyonce and her age, and you see that spirit had already broken wide open just starting with this reading. I appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate all of you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, I ask you to please. Again, I'm grateful for each and every one of you. To all my people who are just seeing me this video, Happy New Year to all of you. And I will see you later because you know I never say again. I never say goodbye because goodbyes are forever, my loves. I will see you later. I will be doing Queen Op and also the Braxtons and Kiki Wyatt will be coming up too.